Oh shit, I'm sorry guys. This video is gonna be a special one. Not really though. See, this is me power skilling a character that's been forgotten, I believe. Mr. Monster Carrot himself, he pulled out of fucking, a car and he was dripped out in his, bunny attire and he said, he was hopping around and shit and he was like, okay, well, you're playing games with my gang. I have my guys, humans who are, wearing, black bunny hats. And they're, and they're, we run this part. We don't see you here. You're messing with my business. And that's a girl in a bunny suit. That means she's one of mine. That means I can have her and you can't do shit about it. They had to defend Bulma and shit. They had to, save her from this guy, Mr. Carrot, Mr. Monster Carrot, Mr. Rabbit Mob. These guys were, running crazy, for a little bit. It was before they found Pilaf and everything else, right? So he was a, adversary for Goku. He was, Goku defeated him. And, this is the thing about, Mob Rabbit or, Carrot Monster. I'm, wise and shit as far as this shit goes, right? So I know that this guy is more powerful than Pilaf, than Mai, or Shu. And this is true, these animals are, just the main villains. This guy was only there for like 2 episodes and then he was, gone. Had he been a main villain, he would have been more of a, issue, slightly more of an issue than, Pilaf. I just like the character, so that's why I was going to talk about his power villain. And you watch Dragon Ball. OG Dragon Ball, y'all. This is where he's from. He ain't from Dragon Ball Z. He ain't from, Dragon Ball Super. But I also found that he was on the cover story in Dragon Ball Super during the Moro arc. During that arc, he was a part of one of the cover stories. So, he wasn't forgot about. Not by me, not by Tortaro Kirito Einstein. Strength is a 71%, with his speed at a 70%. 62 for his durability and a 64 for his endurance. 77 for his intelligence and a 72 for his experience. With a 71 for his close skills and a 68 for his range skills. 77 for his recoup and a 68 for his hacks. Overall power score for Monster Carrot is a 70%. Be cool, cooling on the corner. And I'm gonna stay hopping on my other channel.